Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. And today we're going to take my new bedside gun to the range. We're going to test it out. What we have in this case is a Walther, which we have not tested any other Walthers on the channel if I'm not mistaken. In fact, I haven't purchased a Walther since around 2001 when I bought a Walther P99. Now I did have a Canik TP9 SC, which is kind of similar design to that P99, but what we have here is totally different. I know it's been out for a couple months now and a lot of YouTube channels have already featured it, but I've got a Walther PDP. This is the 5-inch full-size model. Now I did purchase this from Defense Dad, who's another awesome YouTuber, and I will put a link to his channel at the end of this channel. He gave me a great price on it. And I'm really excited to take it out. I mean, the build quality is fantastic. I was really interested in the grip texture on this thing, and we're gonna see how well it runs. Let's just check it out here for a second. It's got a very rugged design, just kind of similar to like the Glock 17, I guess you could say, just in the feel of it, just kind of the robustness of it and so on. It does have the RMR cut up on the top. You got your red dot cut on it. It is ambidextrous for your slide stop and slide release. You do have a reversible magazine release, and again, this sweet, sweet texture. It's kind of a polygon shape. I don't know exactly which one it is, but when you put it in your hands, it's got just the right amount of aggressiveness to it. Helps you get a great purchase on the firearm, and I'm really excited to shoot. It got some great serrations up on the top, and we've also got two 18-round magazines to go along with it. I wish I had more magazines for it, but I don't. They're a little hard to find right now, but Walther gives you an amazing carry case with this. You get the extra back straps for it, the two 18-round mags, a speed loader, and a few other little goodies that they throw in the box too. Now, ammunition for this range test. What are we going to take out to the range for today? So while 9mm is a little bit hard to find right now, I've got my reserves that we're running off of, and we got plenty of ammo for the channel, so don't worry about us. We've got a mix of some Federal and some Fiocchi 115 grain 9mm. And I will make sure that we're running the exact same brand as we run through the mags. I think we're just going to focus on the Federal for this particular test. This video is going to look very similar to my CZ SPO1 test because we're using the same ammo, same format, and so on. It'll be kind of neat to see how well that SPO1 tactical compares to my Walther PDP. The other ammunition that we're going to go ahead and run through the PDP is some 124 grain sports shooters ammunition, polymer coated 9mm. Now I've used the heck out of this stuff. I think I've gone through, this is probably my second batch of 1,000 rounds that we fired on the channel. It is reloaded, and it is coming in at a really budget price, a really fair price, and I love this stuff. And it does seem to run well through the majority of the firearms that we've tested out on the channel, so we'll see how well it does. We'll bring you just a couple different accuracy tests with it, a few different targets we're gonna shoot at. We'll talk about the handling, the ergonomics of the pistol, the recoil, what do I think about it. And really for between $600 and $650, I think it's a real steal right now in terms of a high quality pistol. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head to the range. All right, so these are my first shots ever with a Walther PDP. We've got the 115 grain Federal ammunition. Man, the first thing I notice about it as soon as you pick it up is just how light it feels. You just expect it to be this big, bulky, heavy gun because it's so big. But having that polymer frame, having a good balance, it really just feels really good in the hand. Again, the palm material, the grip material, the texture is just fantastic. I've got the smaller backstrap on it from what was on it previously. I wanted just a little bit more reach around the grip when I'm using it for a little more control, and ergonomics feel wonderful right now. So let's go ahead and just do an entire magazine, 17, 18 rounds on the target on the right and just see how it shoots. Again, these are first shots. I'm not making any adjustments to the sights at all. We're gonna do some nice slow shooting and just enjoy it. All right, so here we go. Oh, and again, this is at 7 yards. Oh yeah, it feels good. So it's a little jumpy in your hands, not bad. Maybe just a little more jump than say a Glock 17, but not really. Oh wow, this thing is just spot on. Wow. Okay, let's do some slow. Let's feel the reset here. I mean, it's just like nothing. It's just, I mean, the recoil is just amazing on this thing. There's nothing. You probably noticed a lot of jump in the video, but when you're behind the wheel, it's fantastic. And I'm not just saying that because I bought this. It really does shoot well. Got a nice reset on it, nice wall before it breaks. If anything, I might be shooting just a little bit low. Let's raise up the sight a little bit here. There we go. All right, that's about 18 rounds. Okay, so for the target on the left, we're going to go ahead and do 5 rounds in the center target, and then we'll do 3 rounds on the 4 perimeter targets around the corners. Okay, here we go. So it does jump out of my hands just a little tiny bit, but it's not bad. All right, top left corner. And you would talk about accurate. It's way more accurate than I am. Pretty happy with this backstrap on here too. I don't know if that was 2 or 3. Can't count it. Let's do a couple more in the center. There we go. Oh man, that is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and check out our target and measure and see how the groups came out. So now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my Glock 17, but man, I think I shoot this thing a little bit better. Okay, so we do have 1 flyer, but the majority of the cluster right here, just chewing up the center of the target. Might be just a little tiny bit left to center. We're looking at about 3.5 inches, worst case scenario. If we take out the flyer, we're doing about a 2.5 inch group. All right, so here's those 5 shots. First 5 shots, geez, about 1.25 inches. I think I can live with that. See, top left corner, things open up just a smidge. That's about 1 3/4 inches. Okay, top right corner. Yeah, about 1.5 inches, going from center to center. Bottom right, things opened up a little bit here. Yeah, about 1 3/4 inches. So I'm being pretty consistent all across the board. Right, about 1.5 inches. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is do 1 more magazine, and we're gonna run that 124 grain sport shooter's ammunition down a target just like this one right here, and just enjoy the shooting. All right, let's just see how well she runs. All right, so sorry about the glare, guys. To get the morning sun coming up here. If I had any complaints whatsoever about this, the only thing I noticed is that my fingers tend to slip off just a little bit off the slide stop slash slide release. But you know, what do you do? I mean, overall, just wonderful, wonderful feeling gun. Fits the hand well. The fact you got those different back straps, you can definitely make it fit your hand the way you need it to. Balance is great on it still. Trigger is wonderful. You know, a little bit of muzzle flip, but you don't really seem to notice it behind the trigger. So, all right, we're just going to do 18 shots, nice and slow, take our time, and just have some fun. I'm going to kind of increase my grip strength just a little bit on the pistol itself. Pretty much a point of aim pistol. Where that front dot is where your bullet's going to go. Glasses are fogging up, of course. Yeah, I'm noticing my left thumb is slipping off of it a little bit every time I shoot. That's okay though. Let's do a couple double taps here. There we go. All right, check out that last target. So I know there are those of you out there that say, well, I shoot groups like that all day. Well, I usually don't. It takes a pistol that fits me well for me to produce really good results, I've noticed. And so if you take out the flyer, the group itself is just a hair under 3 inches, about 2 3/4 inches. We're talking 18 shot, 19 shot group. Throw the flyer in there, stretch things out a little bit. We're looking at about 3.5 inches. So overall, I think I can live with that. The pistol is very light shooting. It feels great in the hands. You know, you've got that full-length accessory rail on there, your Picatinny rail, so you can put your flashlight on there if you want to. You want to talk about a great, just kind of all-around range gun, home defense gun, bedside gun. Okay, so say hello to my new bedside gun, the Walther PDP. As you can see, it is in fact empty. I just can't say enough cool things about this gun. I mean, it's amazingly lightweight for its size. I think it might be either an ounce more, or I think it's an ounce or so less than the Glock 17, which I tend to compare it to. You got a capacity of 18+1 in its standard configuration. You got the option for an RMR cut. The sights are wonderful. I mean, it really is, for me, wherever I was pointing it, that's where the shots were going. If I wasn't hitting the bullseye, it was totally on me. You got some customization options with those rear back straps. I just think that overall it offers a lot of value. Now let's talk about price to see if you think it is in fact worth it. We're looking at about $649 to $599 as of, well, it's just about July of 2021. I really think that as time goes on, you're going to see the prices on these drop down. If you can snag one of these for say $549, especially if we're talking the full-size configuration with the 5-inch barrel, which you tend to find more of the 4 and 4.5-inch models in the gun stores, and the compact frames, try to get yourself the full-size model if you can. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. You get a wonderful carrying case with it, you get a speed loader. I'll be putting out a cleaning video on this pistol pretty soon, and you can see what the insides look like. The trigger on it is just fantastic. Okay, we are clear. Reset on it. Again, it's tactile, you can hear it, you can feel it, you know exactly when it's gonna break. It's just an awesome gun. So if you're looking for a nice all-around pistol, say you just want to get one good gun, one gun to protect the family, or just say a good range gun, or even as a duty service firearm, consider the Walther PDP. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. It shot everything we fed it. We had no trouble with it whatsoever. It's easy to chamber the round. Value-wise, like I said, for around $649, you're going to pay maybe anywhere between $50 to $100 more than say a Glock. It's pretty much on par with the Smith & Wesson M&P. I know you've got some CZ options out there too that are going to be very similar. So anyway guys, this is Travis P11. Thanks for watching my range test of the Walther PDP full-size 5-inch barrel. We had a great time shooting it. You guys have fun, be safe. Don't forget, check out my podcast called Caliber Corner, which is Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Time. Over there on YouTube, we talk guns and ammo and a little bit of everything. But in the meantime, have fun, be safe, and as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right guys, bye-bye.